Hi, this is Matt with AppliancePartsPros.com. Today we'll be showing you how to repair your appliance. Remember, anytime you work on an appliance, make sure it's unplugged or the circuit breakers are off so there's no chance of electrocution. In this video, we're going to show you how to change out the KitchenAid dishwasher upper dish rack. It's going to be a very easy repair and should only take a few minutes to show you how to do it. If you already have one of these, great. If not, you can click on the link below or get it at AppliancePartsPros.com. When you open up the package, you're going to get the new upper dish rack. The upper dish rack is where you put the smaller items in the dishwasher. The main reason you'd be changing it out is if it's damaged. In order to change the part, we have to take the upper dish rack out. We're going to put a towel on the counter so we don't scratch it while we work on it. Once you have the towel down, we can open up the dishwasher door. And we're going to grab the rails for the upper dish rack and pull them out so we can take the end caps off. To get these end caps off, we're going to come from the back side with a small flathead screwdriver and press on the locking tab. Once you have it pressed, you can lift up on the end cap and pull it off the rail. The one on this side comes off the same way. Once you have the end caps off, you can pull the upper dish rack off. Here's the old upper dish rack next to the new one. If you already have one of these, great. If not, you can get it at AppliancePartsPros.com. They don't include anything on the new dish rack, so we're going to have to swap everything over before we put it into the dishwasher. First, we're going to switch over the tine rows. There's two of them. They're both changed out the same way. They have a retaining bracket on the front and the back. To get them off, we have to press on this side to release the locking tab. We can lift up on the retainer and pull it out. We can do the front one. Once you have the front one released, you can lift that and the tine row out together. Now we can take the front tine row holder off. There's two locking tabs we have to press, and then we're going to press down on the holder to get it off the rack. Once you have it unclipped, you can pull it off the rack. To put the front holder onto the new rack, all you have to do is line it up and clip it on. To put the tine row in, we're just going to set it into place, and then we can put the holder in. We're just going to put it in there at a little bit of an angle so that it hooks underneath the rack. And then we can put it over the tine row, and then we have to hook the top end onto the rack. When you put the rear one on, you want to put it on the fourth row, and same as the front one. We're going to put it in at an angle, and then hook it underneath the rack, and then over the tine row, and then you can snap it on the top. On this tine row holder, since it's mounted on the other side, you have to lift up to get it off instead of pushing down. Because of the shape of the new rack, we won't be able to change the handle from the old one to the new one. Now we can switch over the adjustable wheels. We're going to set the rack on its side to make it easier to take them off. Now that we have the rack on its side, we're going to take off these two slides right above the wheels. There's a locking tab on each of them. We're just going to use a small flathead screwdriver to press down on it. You want to be careful and don't press too hard. You don't want to break the locking tab. Just press enough to release it. And you can pull it off the metal bracket. And then we have to turn it to take it off the rack. Now we can use the Torx 15 driver to take out the screws to hold the cover on. Once you have the screws out, we're going to use a small flathead screwdriver and release this locking tab that's right in this notch. Just need to flex it so the cover comes out. And you want to hold on to the assembly so it doesn't fall. We can take out the lever, set that aside. And then we have to separate the plastic piece from the metal slide. There's two small locking tabs, one on each side. They're the same as the locking tabs that were on the slides. You want to be very careful when you're pressing these. If you break them, you're going to have to replace the assembly. So you just need to press them enough to get the metal started past it. Once you have the tabs released, you can pull the plastic off the metal. And you can turn the slide and pull it out of the rack. Now we're going to lift the new upper dish rack and set it on its side. We're going to put a weight in there to hold the rack while we work. Since the wheel's not on the other side, we don't want it to fall over. Once you have it supported, we can put this side on. Just like the tine holder, we're going to count 4 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the assembly goes between the 4th and the 5th one. So we're just going to put it in and turn it. Once you have it in place, you can line the plastic half up and slide it on. Just going to slide it down until those locking tabs come down past the metal part. Then we can put the rest of the assembly together. First we're going to put the lever in. All you have to do is set it into place and then lift the whole assembly up so the tine rows come up into position. Then we can grab the cover, and the side has a little tab that has to go in the notch up here. You can lower it down and snap it in. Then we can use the Torx 15 driver to put the screws in. To put the slides back on, there's 2 sides. You want to make sure that the side with the indent is on the outside and the smooth side is on the inside. And then you can line it up in between the rack rows and turn it and snap it onto the assembly. Now we can change the other assembly. Once you have the assembly switched over, we're going to put the dish rack on its top so we can switch over the spray arm. The spray arm is held on by the 2 mounts. We're going to use a flathead screwdriver to release the locking tabs. All you have to do is press it in. You can press down on the mount. Do the one on the other side. Then we're going to squeeze the mount together so we can flex it and get it off the rack. Now we can do the one on the front. Once you have the assembly off, we can put it onto the new one. All you have to do is line it up on the new dish rack and snap it in. Once you have it pushed down, if you have to, you can pull up on it to lock it in. Then we can do the front. Once you have everything switched over, you can get rid of the old dish rack and the towel, and we can put the new upper dish rack into the dishwasher. To put the new upper dish rack in, we're just going to line up the wheels and the rails. Once you have it on the rails, we can push it in and pull the rails out so we can put the end caps on. To put the end caps on, all you have to do is line them up on the rails and snap them in. Once you have this side in, we can do the other side. Once you have the end caps on, you can push the upper rack back in, close the dishwasher door, plug it back in, and take it for a spin. Thanks for joining us for another successful repair brought to you by AppliancePartsPros.com. Check out our other repair videos on our site, Facebook, and YouTube.